Good morning, my darlings. Welcome back to a brand new vlog. It is going to be a very different vlog from the last few. Less flowers, more football. I know, don't tune off, I promise. It's still going to be a fun one. But yeah, it's going to be a very different vlog to the last few because we are heading to Manchester tomorrow to watch Charlie's dream team of Manchester United, who are actually not doing too well, but we won't dwell on that fact. But it's gonna be a really fun weekend. It is bank holiday weekend. I'm starting off today with a quick workout in the gym, and I wanted to show you how fabulously I match my yoga mat. I've got this lovely bright new set from, actually it's not completely new, these I've had for a little while. These are the Sculpt, I think they're called, from Lululemon. I'm going to leave these linked down below because they are such a nice bright colour, and there's no seams, so they're just really, really flattering. And the top is long line, so if you don't want to show off your tummy button. But actually the jacket is new, and I've never seen them do a gold zip before, but it's just perfect, and it matches my mat. This is new, it's from 𝑭𝒂𝒂, which is the same brand that my phone case is from. And this is perfect because it's quite grippy on this side, and it's like suede, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's so comfortable for doing your stretches on. So I'm going to stretch my body. I am going to be doing a little bit of gardening later on today if the sun decides to come out. We've had 2 weeks of sunshine and now we've got a cloudy day, but I don't mind because I've got quite a lot on my to-do list. But first, let's stretch. There is nothing better than that pampering weekend shower. That was such a feel-good workout. I was singing along to George Michael while I was doing my stretches, and then Cody Rigsby always has the best playlists when he does his pop rides. I absolutely love them. It was old school Britney Spears and then some new songs. I don't really listen to the radio, so aside from like the occasional TikTok trending sound, I only really hear new music through Peloton. So that was, yeah, really, really good feel-good ride. Just had the ultimate pampering shower. And I wanted to highlight my favorite kind of bathroom and pampering subscriptions, because I think in the last vlog I mentioned a few of my kitchen favorite subscriptions, so the likes of Citizens of Soil, Wild Nutrition, what were the other ones? Smith & Munson Flowers. But my list of subscriptions, like, I feel like we've got it down to a T, and it just makes my life so much easier because I don't need to worry about buying refills of things. They just arrive at the perfect time. And a fantastic subscription that I have here in the bathroom that I'm about to top up is my Wild deodorant. I have to show you their new premium aluminium case, which is in collaboration with Cath Kidston. I actually went to an event with them a couple of weeks ago, and it was in London, and we did some flower pressing, and there was a lovely lunch. It was such a gorgeous morning. So this is the Sun-Kissed flavor, or scent I should say. I think they've got over 15 scents to choose from. You just pop it in the bottom. This is a plastic free refill, so you can just kind of pop it in your recycling, actually maybe even in your compost bin when you're done. Wild deodorant, oh excuse me, I just apply it. Wild deodorants are powered by plants, so there's no no parabens, no aluminium salts. The products are all vegan, they're Leaping Bunny approved, and they have so many amazing things that they do as well. So as well as being super sustainable in that you're not buying like a plastic deodorant every single time, they also plant a tree. They collaborate with a company called On a Mission to plant a tree to help rewild the earth for every purchase, which I think is so lovely. And that's not just the deodorants, but their body lotions, the things like the reusable shower gels. This one is my favorite, I love it, that you can pop in your shower. And they've saved over 600 tons of plastic from going into landfill. It's just really nice to support a company that's doing really good things, paving the way, and also just creates a really chic product. I think their cases are adorable. This is one of Cath Kidston's most popular designs. They all smell amazing. I love how these smell. They've got really creamy moisturizing formulas. They keep you smelling amazing for 24 hours, and you're not putting any nasty chemicals in these areas, which is really, really important. I think we're all becoming a lot more aware of the kind of ingredients that we put on and in our body. So I'm a huge lover of wild deodorants. I do have a discount code, which I think you can always use. As a little reminder, it's 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅20, and to make it super easy, Wild have given me a QR code, which I'm going to put on the screen here, and you can scan it if you want to get instantly taken to the place where you can sign up for this. So Wild, I would say, #1 favorite subscription that pops through my letterbox just when I need it for a refill, and it's a very flexible subscription as well. So yeah, 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅20 is the code that you need for that. Another favorite subscription I've got right in front of me is my razor. I am a huge lover of 𝑭𝒔𝒕𝒊𝒐𝒏, and this is their new colorway. It is the lavender color. If you've not, this sounds weird, but if you've not felt an 𝑭𝒔𝒕𝒊𝒐𝒏 razor before, they're quite weighty. Like, this is, again, not plastic, so they just feel more ergonomically satisfying, rather than those plastic throwaway ones that we all used to use when we were younger. They work out better price-wise as well, because this you just keep and then you get sent new heads in the post as your subscription. I had to slow mine down actually because I was getting too many heads, and I actually don't shave my legs that often, TMI. But they've got a gorgeous green colour, which I think I must have taken upstairs. Yeah, I must have done. They've got a really nice pink, but I'm loving lilac and lavender at the moment. So I've got one in my travel bag, one in my gym bag, and one here in the bathroom. So that's another favourite subscription. And then, are we in focus? Just about Hair and Me and Renew and Me. I mentioned this a couple of videos ago. This is helping me to improve the strength and the condition of my hair. I just pop a little bit here and here, the areas where I feel like it's going a little bit thin. And I am starting to notice a difference with this. So this I keep right next to my evening skincare product so that I never forget. And again, I get this through the post monthly. And all of these brands, it's very sustainable, kind of recyclable, stick it in the recycling bin packaging, not a ton of plastic. Renew and Me is basically the slightly more mature skin version of Skin and Me, which I think we've all heard about. And so mine has got active ingredients like azelaic acid, tretinoin, things like that, and fantastic for the early signs of aging, personalized skincare, personal to me and the skin goals that I gave them. So these things pretty much have me covered: hair, deodorant, shaving, and I think it's a very clever business model, but also just makes our lives so much easier. I forgot to show you, by the way, my little Wild lip balms. So not only do they do the deodorants in the reusable cases and the body washes, but also lip balms. And this is such a nice shea butter lip balm. And I love that these are refillable as well. This one is actually going to live in my car. So I'm going to take that downstairs with me. It smells amazing. I think this might be the Strawberry Kisses version of the refill. Oh, it smells so good. Right, I'm going to dry my hair, and then I need to make myself a brunch. I like to have a couple of boiled dippy eggs after I've done a little workout, so I think that's what's going to be on the menu this morning. Oh, one more thing I wanted to show you. I'm going to put this in the freezer. This is a cryo ball from 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 representing, and I've decided what I'm going to do. I just did a little play. I popped on one of the Elizabeth Arden Advanced Ceramide capsules. I keep these in the bathroom. They're really nice to put on your skin after a shower, and they give a really nice amount of slip to your skin. They're the little capsules. I'm going to pack some with me for my trip because I'm actually going hand luggage only, so I need to be very tactical about what I take with me. But given that my skin now has a little bit of slip on it, it's so nice to use this ball. Even though this has just been sitting at room temperature, it still feels really, really cooling. The ball actually moves within the plastic case. but it's so lovely for facial massage, for sculpting, and when my milk is frothing in the mornings, I have probably 2 minutes that currently I just kind of stand around. Sometimes I do some stretches, but I thought what I could do is put this in the freezer and do 2 minutes of facial massage downstairs with this in the mornings, because the coffee machine is right by the freezer. That's a tip that I learned from the Atomic Habits book. If you really want to get in the habit of doing something, you have to start by attaching it to a habit that you would never miss. So I would never miss my morning coffee. So if I attach doing my facial cryo massage to my morning coffee, then maybe I will stick with it. Oh, even room temperature, it feels cooling and relaxing, but I can only imagine how good it will feel. Oh, on those jaw muscles, oh my gosh. I can only imagine how good it will feel when it's been in the freezer. Heaven. Breakfast. I've now sorted out my hair, got dressed finally, and I'm gonna head out in the garden. Even though it is very, very cloudy, it's not quite as magical as a day gardening in the sunshine, but there's just so much that I need to do out there, so I'm gonna get out despite the weather. I've been holding off going out, hoping that the sun was gonna come out, but I really don't think it is, which is tragic. So I'm just going to show you a few things that I just unpackaged, a few PR deliveries, a few really random things that I've bought from Amazon, and also a little gift that Charlie ordered for me probably a month or so ago. He said that he got this on pre-order. This is Gaz Oakley's book, Plant to Plate. I really... Oh, puppy dog! I'm so sorry, I know you don't like closed doors. Come on, my sweet child. Come. Are you going back, are you? You're funny. I won't close it though. Yes, I really enjoy Gaz's videos on YouTube. He is on a journey, having moved from the city to the countryside. He now has a lovely little farm. I think they live in Wales, and he is growing all his veggies. He's really into herbalism. He's into making teas and tinctures, and he's growing mushrooms. He's fermenting his own beer. Just really wholesome topics, and I am really enjoying following along his journey. So this book is full of little tips and tricks, lots of recipes, and just really beautiful imagery. It's a really gorgeous book to have a proper read through, and just like visually gorgeous. There's a whole chapter here on courgettes, beer battered courgette flowers, gorgeous. Burnt courgettes with whipped tofu. This sounds incredible. So very, very thoughtful of Charlie to get this book on pre-order. Strawberry kombucha, just like the kind of things that I love and want to learn more about, recipes to try. So this afternoon, when I need a break from gardening, I'm gonna get my post-it notes and mark out a few things I really want to try in here. So that was a delivery. I also ordered a book. Now I tend to just add books to my basket on Amazon when I have conversations with people, and people recommend books to me just kind of in passing, and I can't remember who recommended this book, so if it was you, thank you so much. It's by a lady called Carolyn Steele, and it's called Hungry City: How Food Shapes Our Lives. The relationship between food and cities is fundamental to our everyday lives. Food shapes cities, and through them it molds us, along with the countryside that feeds us. So I think this is going to be kind of like, I studied geography right up to A level when I was in school, so I've always been quite interested in geography, and I don't think I've ever shared that here on the channel before, but I guess when you I guess the fact that we're so interested in farming and agriculture, that kind of connects in with that. And now I'm so fascinated in food and food psychology and nutrition. So I think this book is going to kind of combine all of those things: human geography, land geography, and also the food system, and potentially how broken the food system is. So yeah, Someone recommended this to me following an in-depth conversation, and I'm gonna add that to my summer reading list. Summer, gosh, it doesn't feel like we're close to that today, but in my mind, June, July and August are summer, because as soon as we hit September, I want to start thinking about autumn. Let me know if you're the same, or if you stick to the traditional calendar. Oh, Dexy's gonna be unhappy.
I'll get very annoyed very quickly, actually.
Can you turn that light off, please? Come on then, Dixie. Don't know where I just got to. Charlie distracted me. Anyway, we'll move on to the next thing in here. I can already tell I've accidentally bought a size too small, but actually I'm not even going to tell you guys what this is. Leave your guesses down below. I think this might fit my old Mac. Oh, I've kind of given it away. I think this might fit my old laptop, but if it's good, I will order it in the right size for my laptop. Let's not play guessing games, I'll just tell you. It's a sun visor for your laptop, so you can be doing your work outside in the summer, and this creates a screen so that you can still see your screen while you work outside. I got that on Amazon. Actually, I'll show you a few of my Amazon purchases, because yeah, basically just add loads of stuff to my basket throughout the week, and then I will click order on one certain day, and then everything arrives all together, which is a bit more handy. So something else that I ordered on Amazon a little while ago that just arrived is this. This is a bamboo whisk, and I was watching, I've mentioned this before, Lily Pebbles did a tour or a kind of YouTube video chat. It was one of her foggy mornings with Helen Anderson, who loves matcha, and she was saying that metal whisks, the metal can actually have a reaction with the green tea leaf and takes away some of its potency. So a bamboo whisk is the best thing to use with matcha. So this is a bamboo whisk that I got on Amazon. Obviously the best thing to do for a matcha purist is the proper little whisk, and I also bought myself a new little matcha bowl, again from Amazon. I'll leave this linked down below, but the set came with a little ski, the holder for the bamboo whisk, and most importantly for me, the new bowl. This is why I wanted to buy this set, because my existing bowl doesn't have a poury spout, so I often spill it everywhere, which is not great. But this one is very nice, fluted bowl with a poury spout. So this is my new matcha set, and it just came with the matching holder and a new whisk. So I will put my old bowl to go to, actually maybe I'll put one in Strawtop Cottage, just in case our guests want to do some matcha. I think that's everything that I got on Amazon. Another item in my post basket is this, which is a new camera, Canon G7X, aka the camera that all the vloggers love, or the OG vloggers. This is by far the best vlogging camera, the Mark II, and I mentioned a couple of vlogs ago that if any of you guys happened to have one like in a bottom drawer somewhere that you don't need anymore, I said please can I buy it from you. And I had a few of you email me really kindly. A few of you are not in the UK, so I kind of prioritised those that were UK based just to make shipping a little bit easier. And lovely Gail, I transferred her some money via PayPal, and she sent me her Canon G7X, which she said that she's had for years, and she sent a little card. I hope you get many years used from this camera. I followed you since 2015-16, and I've loved the way your channel has changed and grown with you. I look forward to many more years following you, Charlie, Dexter and Dickens, and hopefully a future family. Lots of love, Gail. And she's given the most beautiful card as well, St. Michael's Mount. So thank you, Gail. When this camera breaks, touch wood, it'll last me a long time. Your camera is officially going in the Canon G7X drawer for future vlogs. So I'm very grateful to those of you that wrote to me with your camera suggestions. And then I had a delivery, from Beauty Pie, who've launched their summer beauty collection, which is really exciting. The cream bronzer is back. I love this cream bronzer. It's called Awesome Bronze, and it's basically very similar to the Chanel bronzer, cream bronzer in this really nice natural color. Because it's a cream bronzer, it blends with your base so beautifully. It gives you such a healthy, natural looking glow, and I love it. I think they've made have they made this a little bit smaller than it was before? I'm not sure, but yeah, Beauty Pie Summer Beauty Collection, absolutely gorgeous, including a new blush, or it's new to me anyway. This is the Luxe Shine Blush Stick, and this is the colour 𝑭𝒆𝒂𝒕. 𝑭𝒆𝒂𝒕. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, I really like switching to creamier products in summer because I just find that they make you glow, they make you look really healthy, which is gorgeous. So a lovely stick blush, and then a Triple Beauty Luminizing Wand. I feel like popping on a highlight for an afternoon in the garden is probably a little bit OTT, so I won't try this out right now, but has been closely compared to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter highlights. Oh, this is fun. Last couple of things and then we'll get outside. Lovely Fleur has done another collaboration with Cult Beauty, and she's got a beauty box out, which I'll show you. And she also has very kindly sent a new piece of jewellery from Raven James, which is her absolutely stunning jewellery brand. Look at this gorgeous necklace. This is so beautiful. It's got the loveliest star detail on kind of beads, I guess you would call them. That's going to be such a beautiful layering necklace. She's inspired by antiques with her jewelry designs, so they're all just so timeless and beautiful. And the quality, I don't know where she gets these pieces made, but the quality is really, really beautiful. Oh, that is so nice. Really lovely for layering with delicate little chains. Thank you very much, Fleur. Very generous. Now let's take a look inside Cult Beauty Fleur de Force beauty box. I imagine this may have sold out already, but if it hasn't, if there are any left, then I will leave these linked down below. Ooh, such a nice lilac colour. Ooh, I already spot some favourites. This is perfect. This is exactly what I need. A mini size of the 𝑙ms Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. I will take this with me on my upcoming trips. As I said, I'm doing hand luggage only, and this is 20 grams. That's perfect. The Beija Flor Elasti Cream. Ooh, from, enriched with retinol mimicking cacao oil and plant collagen. Love the sound of that. An elasticity boosting body cream. Nice. Oh, this is iconic. I love this so much. This is the L'Occitane Almond Shower Oil. This is probably my favorite bath and body product of all time. Again, very handy for my upcoming travels. We've got a mini of the Benefit Bounce Mascara, which I've heard really good things about online. I'm presuming these are all Fleur's favorites, and I can tell that this brush is going to be a good one for really separating out the lashes, so that's perfect timing. Come on then, my Dixie. I know puppies don't like closed doors. We have got Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. That sounds good. Oh, it's a really nice packaging with butter, acai sterols and peptides. Oh, and it's almost like a slightly rose gold kind of colour. That feels lovely, very hydrating. Good choices, Fleur. We've got the Deep Conditioning Treatment Philip Kingsley Elasticizer. That's an iconic one, always a favourite. And then last but not least, a mini of Summer Friday's Jet Lag Mask. Again, this is going to be really handy for my travels because it's such a perfect little size. So what a great box. And these are always such a kind of reduction in price as to instead of you buying everything individually. So what a great selection. And finally, although Charlie has just bought in two more boxes, I've got a PR delivery here from Rare Beauty, which is, ooh, last time I got one of their PR deliveries, it was their like really highlighty blushes, and I am obsessed with them. They are so beautiful. Ooh, I think this might be more blush, or is it lip? Tinted lip oils. Okay, let's choose a colour. I like this one. This one is called Hope. Really nice packaging. Look at this. Oh, that feels lovely and hydrating. Oh my gosh, I love a lip oil in summer. Something that gives you colour, but that is really nice and hydrating. This shade Delight looks gorgeous. Wonder, a slightly more raspberry pink. Affection, a slightly deeper purple, but in an oil it's not like as deep and intense as it looks there. This one is called Happy. I feel like that'll be a really nice holiday colour. Joy, I have been nice to you, but I am coming to the end. This shade is Joy. That looks really beautiful. Again, a nice summer holiday one. Honesty, a little bit more of a peachy browny colour, beautiful. And then Serenity, which is like a perfect rosy red. Ooh. And then I just got a little sneak peek underneath. New Soft Pinch Matte Bouncy Blush. That's a lot of words. New Soft Pinch Matte Bouncy Blush. Let's look at the colour Hope. Ooh, funky packaging. Slightly more kind of almost transparency. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's almost like a little sponge. And they very kindly sent a new brush as well. I am going to try the shade Happy. These look beautiful. No mirrors in the lid, but sometimes I feel like I'd rather they were a little bit more affordable and you didn't put a mirror in the lid because they're not often that useful. But let's see. I know I already popped a little bit of the Beauty Pie one on. Ooh, that is quite intense colour payoff. It's definitely a blush blindness kind of day. Oh, that is so pretty. I've got a lot of makeup on now for gardening, but never mind. That's gorgeous. So many beautiful colours. I think that this one is going to be really nice as well. It's called 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, and I really like a corally peachy blush. So wow, thank you very much to Rare Beauty for sending these over. Absolutely gorgeous. I feel very, very spoilt. Lots of colours to try. So now, yeah, it's not getting sunny, but I really need to get outside. So I'm going to pop all these bits away and get out into the garden. Just one more, because this has literally just arrived this second from a PR company that looks after 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, and this is all about unlocking the best product to protect your hair. So we've got a little kind of MI5 style envelope here to unlock your hair potential. Love it. We've got a little box here. This is a very substantial padlock. I will definitely be using this on, I don't know, what do I need to padlock? I don't know, but it's very handy. Thank you, 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. And inside, what have I unlocked? Ooh la la, healthy hair starts here. I've got a little area here that I can undo. PR deliveries are so fun and creative. I'd love to be a fly on the wall during these meetings. Ooh, oh my gosh. Oh, again, so handy for my trip coming up, where I'm going to be doing hand luggage only, because this is a nice clear plastic pouch. We've got these are super handy. Wide tooth comb, especially good for, well, I guess for 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅's sake, it's for when you've got a hair mask and you can brush through, but also when you have freshly taken out your heatless curls, that's handy. And then a very substantial big red hair clip. Thank you, 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. That's super handy. I love how beauty brands are all kind of jumping on the longevity bandwagon. We're all a bit more interested in longevity from the programs like the Blue Zones and things like that. We're all looking into longevity factors when it comes to the food that we eat and the lifestyle that we live, and also now longevity in our scalp treatments. So this is a scalp longevity treatment. Apply directly to the scalp, massaging thoroughly. And what's it gonna do? To soothe and balance the scalp for visibly healthy, softer hair after 4 weeks, use post-shower before styling wet hair, or as an overnight treatment when the hair is dry. Use 3 times a week. Great. And then we've got the number 3, which is the hair perfector, which you use before shampooing, and this is their kind of most iconic product. So amazing. I'd love to see the innovation. Thank you, 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, and thank you to Monty PR for this very creative He's just got back from Daylesford and has bought a few lovely purple lupins, very plumptious looking lupins, to fill in the gaps in our border. And the very kind gardening team have also given him a few little bits of veggies which are probably not perfect enough to sell in the shop, so I think we got a loyal customer little freebie here. I'm not sure if I'll be able to rescue the Monge 2. They are looking terribly sad, but I will of course try it, and seeing as we're going to have rain this evening, it's the perfect time to stick them in the ground and hope for the best. And then we've also got some salad leaves. We've got some lettuce here. I think this will be fine, the lettuce. So I'm going to get these planted alongside a few things that need to go in the ground from the greenhouse. Ooh, a storm is a-brewing, so let's get cracking. To do in the garden today, but given the fact that we're going to have rain in a little bit, I thought I would get my beans out. As you can see, they are growing really well in the seed tray, and these are a dwarf bean variety, so they're not going to get too crazy tall, so I don't need to put out my giant structure just yet. Don't know if you can see, but I have just put my pea archway up, and I'm actually going to sow a load of peas and Monge 2 seeds in there, and hopefully they'll get started and catch up. I don't think we're too late, but this structure here, I don't know if you can see it, it's a bit camouflage, is what I'm going to put my beans against, and hopefully they'll start to wind their way up, and hopefully within a few weeks I'll be picking some nice dwarf and red swan beans. My favourites, yummy! This little doggy just gets so excited in the wheat fields. I think he loves running through it where it's taller than him. He loves a walk, but he just gets so excited and jumpy in these fields. Baby, don't go too far. Dickie, wait for your mummy. It's amazing how much these fields have grown on. In the few days since I last came for a walk, we couldn't really tell what was growing in here before I went to Chelsea Flower Show, but now we can clearly see that there is a wheat growing here. Could be a spelt wheat actually, so it could be for bread, lots of local bakeries. Or it could be going to the supermarkets. I'm not too sure what the farmer's got intended for this field. The clouds are rolling in, which is a shame because it was such a lovely blue sky morning. It's only 7 AM and we're catching the 10 AM train to Manchester. But I thought I'd get these boys out for a little walk. Come on then. And as you can see, the fields really need some rain. So hopefully there might be a little bit of a downpour. Good morning, my darlings. This looks like a scene from an autumn vlog. I've got knitwear and my wax jacket on. It's a little bit chilly this morning and I just want to do a few bits in the garden in the hour and 10 minutes until we have to leave for the train. Just taking the boys out for a little walk and I've been doing all of those before you go away for a few days, sorting the house out jobs, like throwing away any flowers that are slightly close to the end. I think this lovely bunch of peonies in the kitchen, I think that will survive. Well, I might come back to a kitchen table full of peony leaves, but oops, sorry. But we'll see. So a lot of my plants outside really need the Chelsea chop, so I might just go and do a bit of hacking away now because they do look a little bit sad for about a week, so I figured now's a good time to do that. So my salvia, geranium, sedum, catmint. The Chelsea chop is basically when you chop your plants, a lot of your perennials, down by half, and that stops them from getting too big and too bushy later in the summer. I thought, seeing as it's going to rain while I'm away, I would also throw some seeds in the ground from this month's episode of Gardener's Life. Gardener's Life? Gardener's World meets Country Life. Gardener's World, this is the June edition. We've got rainbow chard and ox-eye daisy. I think with the ox-eye daisy, I'm just gonna throw it in the ground near the pond because I'm not too bothered about that. But the chard, I'm gonna sow in at the raised bed. So without further ado, we've not got too much time. Let's head outside and do an hour and 10 minutes of speed gardening. So this is quite a good example of what the Chelsea chop aims to avoid. You can see here my salvia has got so big already that it's flopping in the middle and it's flopping over the pathway and it really doesn't look great. So I'm gonna really cut this one down. It's going to be a lot of salvia going in the bin, sadly, but it will mean that it'll look so much better come summer. Okay, so we have made it to Manchester. Oh, and we're suddenly in the pitch black. Do you want to tell everyone why we're here, darling?
We are off to see Man U's final game of the Premier League season. Final home game, final game. For anyone that doesn't know, in England, the Premier League, the final game of the season is played at the same time everywhere in the country. So there is, let me do my maths here, there's 20 teams in the league. Yes, there's 10 games going on at the exact same time, so 4 o'clock on Sunday. So it's quite a big deal. Unfortunately, Man U have nothing to play for this year.
No.
I mean, look, I grew up.
It literally doesn't matter what the result is.
Well, it doesn't matter for Man U, it does matter for Aston Villa, which is the worrying thing. Okay. Because they need to win to finish in the top 4. Okay. This has been the Man U's worst season in 52 years.
Oh no.
However, you can't have it all your own way. And growing up, we were winning titles almost every year. Like, I took it for granted, definitely. Yeah. We are still, well, we're equal with Liverpool now. Liverpool equaled it this year. We've both won the most league titles, 20 each. Nice. No other team comes close, so we're the 2 biggest teams in the country. So we're doing really badly, but we're still doing well. Well, we're doing well still because of all the history. Right. So that only goes for so long, right? Okay. Because Liverpool have caught up now. When Sir Alex and Ferguson retired, we had 20 league titles and they had, I think, 18. And then they've won 2 since. But it'll be an amazing experience. It's the biggest club football ground in the UK, and like the 3rd or 4th biggest sports stadium in the UK. That was Aston Villa. But so it's nearly 78,000, I think, in the stadium. Wow. And it's obviously a historic stadium. So it's going to be exciting. Yeah, it's your first time seeing a live game there, or that you remember anyway.
I think I came with some friends when I was like 7 years old, so I obviously do not remember it. I've been learning a few of the chants, so I'm hoping that they sing "Take Me Home, United Road," because I will be...
that will be playing. That will be played a number of times. Yeah, I
can't wait. So I'm going to turn into my inner football hooligan. But we're on our way to Old Trafford. One of our friends' boss has very kindly invited us to join them in their box, which is really cool. Definitely a luxurious way to go and watch Man United. Apparently we get full dinner and everything.
There's no way you can go to number 2 car park Old Trafford, no? Wharfside Way.
Wharfside Way, near a football ground? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we're trying to figure out the best entrance, best way to get in. Have you got the tickets?
Yeah, they're on here.
Okay.
Yeah, and then our friends are coming, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, look, obviously I've been to this, I think I've probably only been to maybe 12 games at Old Trafford ever, because obviously I don't live in Manchester, it's hard to get tickets. It's one of the hardest tickets to get because Man U are one of the biggest teams in the country. So it's a real privilege and really lovely, and it's nice, you know, it's amazing to experience a box. Obviously I also love being in the Stretford end, but in the Stretford end you have to stand up once, and you have to stand up the whole game. The whole game people stand up.
Well, it's going to be an experience. I think we're about 5 minutes away. So the next few shots could be a little bit rowdy. What's the statue, darling?
Is the Holy Trinity. So it's 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, Dennis Law and Bobby Charlton, who were like, obviously they weren't playing football when I was born, but they were winning stuff in the, I think, 70s.
So a bit better than today's lot.
Yeah, 70s.
Nice.
60s.
60s. Yeah, they're nice, aren't they? Well, this is very cool. Seats are amazing. I feel like we're at a Taylor Swift concert or something. We are literally at the halfway mark, which I think means more when you're at a rugby game, technically, but such amazing seats. Where's the Stratford end? I think it's that side where there aren't even any seats because everyone is so hooliganic that they just stand up for the whole match. But we've got 40 minutes until kickoff, so it's not fully full yet, and we've got an amazing meal. We've just had carrot and coriander soup, and I've got beef Wellington next. Wow, this is a very luxurious way of watching the football. What do you think of the seats, darling?
Amazing seats, aren't they? Look, you've got the halfway line there.
I just said to the vlog, is that as important in football as it is in rugby?
Yeah. Because you're in the middle of the game. Yeah, it's probably actually, well, don't forget as well, because teams change ends. If you're too far down one end and one team's more dominant, which could happen here, you then would miss half of them. I'd probably say slightly more important in rugby, but these are amazing seats. And you've got the Bobby Charlton stand. There's a practice goal at the start. They just bring a practice one out. So obviously the one on the right will go. The one on the
right.
Yeah, the one on the right there will go as well.
And that's where they come out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, no, they come out there. They come out there. So that tunnel will come out.
That's where Sir Alex used to sit.
Yeah. So he used to be over there. Yeah, he'll be here. He'll be in those red seats. You see those maroon seats up there?
Does he literally come to every game?
Yeah. If you see those maroon seats up there, he's in there.
Wow, that's so cool. Should have got my binoculars.
I know. It's a shame because we could be over there near him.
Really cool.
Right.
One time ago, that song.
Because man, you haven't been that good in.
He's following back.
is over. We won 2-0, so Charlie is very, very happy indeed. We are off into Manchester Town Centre now to have a celebratory 𝑭𝒂𝒂𝒕. What do you think to that then, darling?
Positive. Very
positive.
It was a great game of football, wasn't it?
It was, very exciting.
But it was just energy.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling positive.
We're gonna have a celebratory steak.
It's still our worst season in 52 years.
But at least we won. Well, hello my darlings. It's a few, well, hours, days. No, it's only a few hours since I last saw you, but I'm now in the south of France. We had such an incredible evening last night. We did win 2-0, so Charlie was very, very happy. And today has basically been a day of traveling for me. I left the hotel at 8:30, got the train to Manchester Airport. Then I had to fly via Amsterdam because it's a bank holiday Monday, so the flights were a little bit few and far between to fly to Marseille, which is where I am now for a conference. I'm actually here until Wednesday, so I'm here for 2 nights. There are sessions going on over the next few days with Meta, who own Instagram. We're going to be learning about all of their new features, how to maximize using platforms like Pinterest. So it's going to be really interesting. As you guys know, I don't gatekeep anything, so I will probably do a newsletter on all the things that we're learning here at the conference. So make sure you're signed up to that. I'll leave a link down below. And if you're wondering why you've not received one in a while, don't worry, it's not you, it's me. And it'll be back very, very soon with everything that I've learned here. So stay tuned, especially if you're a content creator or a business owner and you want to know how to maximize those platforms. So outfit of the evening, it's very toasty. I think it's 29 degrees and it's 7 p.m. I'll quickly start with jewelry. My usual Monica Vinader necklace and bracelet combo, and then I popped in these 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 earrings, which I think are just so lovely and elegant. And then I just love this dress. It's so classic and simple. It is Dish. I'll leave it linked down below. And then my 𝑭𝒂𝒂𝒕 heels that come out of hiding every single summer. I absolutely love it. I feel very fresh because I had a lovely shower upon arriving here at the hotel after a day of traveling and an evening at the football. But yeah, gonna head over now to the other venue where the conference starts. Tonight is just kind of a welcome evening. I'm looking forward to seeing who's here, any familiar faces, and basically just enjoying a few days of sunshine as well. So let's get going.